I do have a question though, because I have people that just own gyms, right? And they say they don't have time, or it's funny because you see people that become a gym owner because they love to work out. And then all of a sudden they stop working out themselves because they say they have no time, or at the end, how, with your successful ATV business, plus having two gyms, how do you find balance to still get a workout in, or like, how do you find balance?
For one, I never counted on a specific time. I count on making sure to get stuff done and prioritize by what time sensitive stuff. Now I will say, I definitely worked out more before I was a gym owner. I did end up putting a small gym in my home because it was very difficult to work out at the gym because people wanted to talk to me because they knew me.
Yep.
And I would dissect everything. And instead of pointing it out to the employees, and this was early on, it's a lot better now. I would end up picking things up or cleaning up instead of working out. And so I'm like, okay, I've got to make sure that I balance this, And so one of the things I did is I did put a small workout gym in my home. And honestly, I have people who buy equipment from me, old equipment, who have a workout at their home, but they're like, I do both because I just love coming here because of the environment and everything. So it doesn't bother me if people have, it's like home gyms, right? And so, because I even do,
Right.
To balance that, and then hit some of the classes that I like, not so much anymore, but we really focus on the functional training and things like that, and try to get away from the traditional. But to answer your question, somebody gave me advice a long time ago, 30 years ago. And I was worried about being a new entrepreneur, in my 20s. And I asked the same question, how do you balance that? And it was simple. They said, you have time for what you make time for and what you put into it. Okay. Now I worked a lot of hours. I mean, I probably worked, 15 to 18 hours. And so if I needed to repair equipment or do something, I'd schedule that between 10 and midnight, and things like that. And so same thing with my ATV business. I schedule and I try to stay to the schedule. And if something comes up, it's not important, I schedule it and I tell, I just scheduling your time, managing your time. And now it's to where I can bounce around a lot more and I can choose how much time I put into it. And again, it's balancing the time. And I know that I've got to put a specific amount of time into both businesses to continue getting them to go. So I'm still, when I don't have a lot going, I'm still 8 to 10 hours a day. And as a business owner, it never shuts off. But it's scheduling it and figuring out when you want to schedule it and knowing specific tasks that you need to get done.